Hello dear students, welcome to the online education of class 7 science. So dear students, we were discussing about the lesson weather, climate and adaptation of animals to different climatic conditions. So far we have completed the concept of weather and climate. So in today's session, let us discuss about the climate and adaptation. So as we studied, so the average weather pattern taken over a long period of time is called climate. So climate has a very important effect on the animals which live in different places. So hence, so animals are adapted to survive in different areas or different conditions in which they live. Okay, so in which part of the mm earth they live. So in order to survive themselves on that part where they live, so they are need to adapt themselves. So animals which are living in the cold and hot climate, so they must possess some special features to protect themselves from against extreme cold and extreme heat. So those animals which live in extreme hot and those animals which live in the extreme cold conditions, they have to develop some kind of features in order to protect themselves from those extreme hot or extreme cold. So already we have studied about the adaptation in the previous class 6th. So how those different kinds of animals have adapted to different surroundings. So in today's class, let us discuss about the different kinds of animals which are adapted to different climate conditions. So already we have studied the effect of the weather and climate on the soil. So in today's class, let us discuss the effect of weather and climate on animals. Okay, so already, so now let's go for the examples of only two kinds of categories here. So examples of adaptation of animals or to climatic conditions. So there are two climatic conditions to which the animals how they have adapted. So that we will discuss in this today's class. So we discuss about only animals which are living in polar regions as well as tropical rainforests. Okay, so as the name itself indicates, the polar regions. So the polar regions which are situated at the poles. So if you draw, you already have studied in the fifth class, the the equator, pole, north pole, south pole. So that we have studied already. So the polar regions, as the name indicates itself, so they are present at the poles, near the poles. So then, so the poles are north pole as well as south pole. So there are some countries which are located at north pole and south pole. So some of the well known countries which are located at the north and south poles are as follows. So they are Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland. Finland is wonderful. Finland, Alaska in USA. Okay, and Siberian region of Russia. So you might have heard from Siberia many birds they come to India. Okay, during winter season. So Siberian fly something. There is a bird. Okay, so Siberian region from Russia. Okay, these are all countries. They are present in the North Pole as well as South Pole regions. So let us see the some of the countries which belong to tropical rainforests. So which are those? So they are these tropical rainforests are found in India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brazil, Republic of Congo, Kenya, Uganda and Nigeria. So these all the countries which belong to tropical rainforest. So there is an activity for you. It's very simple here. Take an outline map of a world and you just mark the polar regions in the blue color and mark the tropical rainforest countries with the red color. So that we will discuss again. So if possible, you try to do it. Okay, yes, now let's go for the polar regions. Let us study in detail about the polar regions now. Okay, so here, so the polar regions, as the name indicates, they are present at the extreme climate conditions. So they are not such a normal places here. They are polar regions. They are present at the extreme climate conditions. So these regions are covered with severe cold. So they are covered with the snow, completely snow, and it's very cold, severe cold for most part of the year. Okay, we will never find a hotness there, sunlight, hot sunlight. You will never get over that. It's extremely snowfall will be there, and very cold region will be there for most part of the year. So hence, so there is one more specialty is there in the polar regions. For 6 months, the sun does not set. No, 6 months it will be complete. No, daytime. So sun does not set for 6 months. On the other hand, the sun does not rise for the next 6 months. Okay, for 6 months the sun does not set. For the next 6 months, sun does not rise only. So this is what the specialty of that polar regions. Okay, see, look at the condition. How if the people are living there, how they are going to spend their lives for 6 months night, 6 months day? It's very difficult. So just you can't even just imagine, right? So just think that how lucky we are. We are in such a good place, right? Okay. So now, so in during winters, see, now normal only it is very cold. So what about the winters? Just you imagine it yourselves. So in during the winters, so the temperature can be as low as minus 37 degrees Celsius. You know that at 0 degrees Celsius the water converts into ice, solid form. The water becomes solid at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, if it is minus 37 degrees Celsius, just imagine yourself what will be the condition of the that particular climate. Does any man can survive over there? It's very difficult, hardly difficult it is. So the temperature can be as low as minus 37 degrees Celsius during winter season. Okay, it's very cold over there. So the animals which are living in such place, they have definitely adapted to these severe climatic conditions. Definitely they have to adapt to these severe climatic conditions. Okay, so let us now see how these animals have adopted by seeing, okay, by considering that the examples of two different kinds of animals which live in these polar regions. Those are very special. One is polar bears and another one is penguins. So I hope you all have seen them in cartoon channels and any National Geographic channels. Okay, let me go on explaining about the polar bears now. Okay, polar bears are the kinds of animals, so they are totally have the white fur on their body, so that they are not easily visible in the snowy background. See, so the snow is white in color. The complete whole area is whole the polar regions is white in color because the snow falls continuously over there. So hence the polar bear also has what white fur on their body, so that they are not visible by the any animals. So it protects them from the extreme cold conditions. So it's very simple here. Why? Because it protects them from extremely cold conditions over there. So that's why they are adapted to in such a manner here. So that also helps in what? In order to protect themselves from their predators. Predators means one who hunts it. Okay, to escape from that. So it has a white fur on its body. Not only that, it also helps for those polar bears to find their prey, to catch their prey. That is also helpful, okay, to hide themselves and to catch their prey. So to protect from their extreme, from this extreme severe cold condition, so they have different kinds of adaptation. What is that? They have two thick layers of skin, fur, not skin, fur, hairs. They have two thick layers of fur on their body to protect themselves from the severe cold, and they have a layer of fat under their skin. So under the below the skin of their body there is a layer of fat. So this is enough for them to keep themselves from the severe cold. So in fact they are well insulated, so that they have to move slowly and rest often to avoid get overheated, so that they can be well insulated. No cold they may get here. So dear students, I have completed up to this concept. So let me continue the remaining part of this lesson in the tomorrow's class. Thank you and have a nice day.